Josh here, Mark Martin Motors. I'm gonna show you a truck I just got in. It's the first one of these I've gotten. This is a 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. This is Toyota's flagship off-road truck. You guys probably already know that, but they've been super hard to get in the used market. Even new, they're a hard truck to find. Full off-road suspension, bigger tires, the TRD wheels. I'm a newbie to these trucks, but sweet looking truck. And hey, it's a Toyota. It's their new platform, the redesigned front end, redesigned interior, which was new in 2023. So I guess not brand new anymore, but let's walk around this thing. So honestly, the first thing I noticed was you get your LED light bars built into the grille. That's a factory option. Your fog lights are here instead of down in here, right? This is like a modeled camo type material. I don't know if it's carbon fiber or not, but I guarantee it's not cheap. I guarantee that stuff's freaking expensive, right? If you ever have to replace it, which being on the front end, you probably will be replacing it if you bump into somebody's bumper or anything like that. But you got your sensors. You can see too, and I have this truck parked up on a rock here at my dealership. I mean, your ground clearance, you definitely have a higher ground clearance bumper. That's awesome because that's what you need. You have your LED headlights, definitely upgraded headlights there. Those things look freaking sweet. And walking around it here, that modeled camo type carbon fibery, probably like a plastic of some sort, on all your wheel wells, right? You have your carpeted wheel well liners. You have your better suspension there. You can see the red springs. Definitely upgraded shocks. Of course, it's TRD Pro. That's like their top of the line off-road shock, right? You can see here your TRD Pro wheel, the BF Goodrich tire, suspension, factory height on the truck, and it's running 35-inch tires. I mean, that alone is impressive. You don't have to go out, do any work to the truck. It's done, right? See the TRD Pro emblem here in the hood. These are pretty basic, just a rock slider type of running board, which isn't really a running board. You're definitely not jumping up on that, right? There's nothing, it's just for off-road protection, right? But the full crew cab, you can see here, the upgraded off-road suspension, the shocks there in the rear. Back in here, you can see the model camo, like the plastic camo here, and in the rear bumper, you got your sensors, of course. You have your backup camera. Let's look at this, because I'm curious to see. Look at that. We got the mats the mat in the back. You got this. The bed liner is all plastic, like a hard plastic. It's like you have wiring here. That's a normal plug-in here, which is nice, of course, right? You got that set up in the bed. So if you want to hook up a light, a generator, if you're doing some grilling on the back, you know what I mean? Anything like that. This, of course, whoever had it before would have added that cover. Guys, just a clean looking truck, and the dual exhaust here popping out the side. Even that has like a blackened, it's like a blackened chrome or something on the exhaust. So even the mirrors on this have like a black cap on the mirror. All right, guys, so inside of this truck, this is pretty freaking sweet. I mean, your seat back, right? Which, yeah, you have it here too, is there's like a camo pattern behind your perforations, right? Or built into it. That's pretty freaking sweet. Like, the interior of this truck is cool. It's really cool. Let's jump in here and check this thing out. So you got your center console. I like all of this, right? Like all your storage compartments, your phone chargers there, but it gives you a ton of space. It's a Toyota pickup truck, but it gives us Americans a lot of room for our big freaking Yeti mugs. You got a bigger side, a smaller side for the cup holders. You know, you got plenty of room here for your half an iPad phone, which they make them freaking big right now. You can put it all in there, right? So that's all impressive. This, look at that thing, that sucker slides. That's pretty sweet. So all this pops up, which I guess, well, there you go. You have a big water bottle, that's what that's for. There's literally a circle right there. So if you have a big bottle, you can stick it in there. That's your change holder. You got your phone chargers there. Nice big center console, right? Let's start this thing up. And the other thing with this truck, which we'll have to look under the hood then, this is a hybrid, right? So this is their twin turbo 6-cylinder hybrid model, which in these Tundras is a nice thing because you actually get decent gas mileage. The regular 3.5 turbo, you know, you're talking probably 13 to 15 miles to the gallon, where the hybrid's going to get you probably in the low 20s, right? That part's nice. If you're going off-roading, who cares about gas mileage? But at least you have it, I guess, if you're going to drive this thing to work. Like, you got the red leather, different places, just goes to the TRD Pro. You got the red stitching here going all around. So it's black with the camo pattern, with the red stitching. You can see here, like a carbon fiber, dual zone climate, of course, heated and cooled leather seats. You got your, what's this going to? Ooh, nice. So you got all your 360 camera. That's freaking sweet. I don't know, what does this do? Oh, you can change, you can change the color of your truck. That's wild. That's crazy. I did not know you could do all that. Oh, you got to subscribe for the navigation. Well, interesting. I don't know if you have to pay for this or not. You guys would know this in the contents if you're a Toyota guy. Do you have to pay for these for a subscription to this? Because that would be like General Motors is now. Any GMC or Chevy, you got to pay for OnStar to have active navigation. But of course, you can use your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can just connect it to this and then you don't have to pay for navigation, right? So if I'm looking through this, of course, you got your steering wheel controls, you got lane departure, you got adaptive cruise. I do like this layout. Like, this is a clean layout on these trucks. And honestly, guys, like sitting in this truck, there's a ton of room. These are a very big pickup truck. They're not a small pickup truck. And that is a plus for a bigger dude. If you're over 6 foot tall, more than 180 pounds, which is me, right? I'm not more than 180 pounds, but if you're a bigger dude, these trucks have a ton of room. The seats are big, they're wide, and your headspace is nice. This of course has the pano sunroof. At the end of the video, I'll tell you my least favorite part about these trucks, but I really like this design, the layout, the big screen, the technology they give you. It doesn't feel dated, it feels fresh, feels new. They did a good job with that, right? All right, guys, let's check out the back of these trucks. See what we got going on here. All right, so back of this, same camo pattern in the back of these trucks. This does have the JBL sounds, they're premium sound. Yes, you got a little storage compartment back there. It's got that little rod would be used to lower your spare tire. And this flips up as well. And then you do have, that's a fuse box. So literally, you don't have any, that's kind of dumb. I don't like that. I wish this was under seat. I wish you could actually get to this and use it as under seat storage, but I guess this is literally a fuse box and relay fuse. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that, but anyhow, the biggest thing I wanted to show you guys, like space wise in this, I'm 6 foot tall. You get a ton of room in these trucks. Very impressive. And even look at the headrest, chunky, big chunky headrest. Like everything is built very well. Like I think the engineering and how they did these, they did a really good job. So, all right, let's check under the hood of this. All right, so you got the iForce Max, the twin turbo hybrid. These trucks have plenty of spunk to them. I've driven them, not the TRD Pro, but I've driven other Tundras. And this is honestly the biggest complaint across the board with these trucks now, since they redesigned them in 2023. They don't make them in the 5.7 V8 anymore. What the heck, Toyota? Like, why would you do that, right? I can tell you why. Because they want the service business. They want you to bring this truck in for work. They want to be able to sell parts on this truck, which heck, all the technology, that stuff's gonna break. They're gonna be replacing it. Toyota's gonna have a parts business again, because in the past, guess what? They didn't have issues, right? Guys, all around, sweet truck, really cool looking truck. I mean, the TRD Pro's always been a cool truck. You know, even in the older years, they're the niche, very cool off-road truck. Guys love them. The twin turbo, right, is the only thing I don't like about this truck. If they had a 5.7 V8, their Toyota V8 in that truck would knock it out of the park. 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. I have it for sale here on my site at 64 grand, okay? Brand new sticker on this truck was, I think it's mid 70s, right? So you can save yourself a little bit over 10 grand buying this 2023. I think it's got 14,000 miles on it. And these trucks are super hard to find, guys. There's not a ton of them out there. They don't make a ton of them. You can find the regular Tundras. You can find even like the Platinums, the Limiteds, easier than you're gonna find a TRD Pro. Be sure to hit subscribe for more content, more market insights, what's going on in the used truck market, why I do what I do. Thanks for watching.